Hi guys, see this? Alright, this is one of the test unit that they sent back to us. Each of our frame design goes through 3 phases of integrity test. And this one is for the 24/7. One test that we did, the first test that we did is the vertical load, which is just a load going down. And for that, because the machine does not fit the design, so they have to cut the rear rack off. And happy to report that our frame passed it with flying colors. Okay. And the other test that they have is, you saw in the video last week, the paddle test. We checked the integrity of the bottom bracket and everything else, the links and all the stuff. So the test that they have 1800 Newton force going down on the paddles. And happy to say that this frame passed that as well. But we have a bit of setback. Where we ran into a little bit of problem is the really dramatic test that you saw last week, where they locked everything down so that the suspension, all the links will lock in position and wouldn't move, and they like stretch and try to compress the frame. And that test was specific to mountain bikes, and that test they put like 1200 Newton force compressing it, and then 600 Newton stretching it. This is where we have a little problem now. You can see the crack here. We're supposed to go 50,000 times on the test, and this crack started to develop after about 30 something thousand times. So we'll have to fix this. Usually the stress happens along here. Usually this is a part where they separate, where it's the highest stress point. This part is the highest stress point, and this is where they separate. So this is where we have a reinforcement. And we also have reinforcement here, you can see. What we didn't expect was the stress moved up to here. So we're going to have to fix this. We're going to put the same kind of reinforcement on both sides. That's it for this week. But one more thing before we go. See this? In the draft before, this one's a straight bar. But we noticed that when we did a fitting on it, the chain was interfering. This was interfering with the chain when it's on the smallest gear. So we slim it down at the end, and we think it still looks good, and it's just as strong. So that's it for this week's update. The test on the 24/7 is going relatively well. There's a little bit of setback, but I think we can take care of that. And then next we're going to wait for the result from the Rep 2 frame. We are a little bit on the slowest side of where we want to be, but it hasn't really put a big dent on our schedule yet at this point. Still within the 40-60 days time frame. Thank you guys.